visiting your girlfriend's parents and finding out her father practices polygamy. Can you handle it?
僕のね、2人目の奥さんです。
Even crazier, their pet dog isn't a dog at all. This is the story of a young guy named Takashi Sakai, who just finished a long relationship and was about to visit his girlfriend's parents for the first time to propose. To test his character, his girlfriend had set him up for a series of cruel and bizarre challenges organized by a prank show. On the day of the visit, his girlfriend texted him, saying she was stuck in traffic at the subway station and reminding him to arrive on time since her father is very punctual. She asked him to go ahead, but as fate would have it, Takashi got lost and ended up 5 minutes late. After some effort, he finally found his way to her house. But just as he was about to ring the doorbell, he noticed a note on the door. When he read it, he didn't know how to react. Sweating nervously, he gathered the courage to knock on the door. But once inside, the second round of tests began. The disinfectant spray immediately left Takashi questioning his life choices, and then he was handed a glass of mouthwash. While rinsing, he noticed the house rules on the wall. If he didn't follow them, he'd be fined $5,000. After sitting down and making small talk, Takashi's eyes wandered, and he noticed something strange hanging on the wall. After stealing a few glances, he realized it was an electric stun gun. His heart sank, wondering if he said the wrong thing, would they shock him? Just as he was figuring out what to do, his future father-in-law started talking about his daughter's bizarre childhood experiences.
ちょうど小学校の時にUFO にさらわれて、聞いてない？
Takashi was completely stunned to learn that his fiancé had once been contacted by UFOs. As his brain was still buzzing from this revelation, his father-in-law sent his wife to prepare tea, and Takashi turned around to see something even stranger. The appliances in the house had radiation warning stickers on them. Completely confused, Takashi was then hit with yet another shock.
さっき見たろ。すいません。1分で答えろ。
He witnessed his future mother-in-law struggling to use the bathroom, which left him terrified. The parents were about to leave to buy groceries and told Takashi to rest at home. Takashi, clearly shaken, sent his girlfriend a message describing his situation, only to receive a reply that this was all normal. His despair deepened as he read her message, but just when he thought it couldn't get any worse, he noticed something disturbing on the wall in the living room, a series of strange symbols. This wall of paper had no writing that made sense to him, especially this one symbol, a countdown to a volcanic eruption. Takashi stared at it, utterly confused. In desperation, he took a photo and asked his girlfriend what it all meant, before she could reply. The parents came back, and Takashi quickly straightened up. At dinner, his father-in-law suggested that since he had come all the way, they should visit the grandmother. To Takashi's surprise, the grandmother was actually a face model. He could only awkwardly pay his respects to the mannequin-like grandmother. Afterward, Takashi was taken to another room filled with countless charms and a woman sitting there. He was introduced to her. But it was then that his future father-in-law made a shocking statement.
僕のね、2人目の奥さんです。
Takashi's brain nearly short-circuited. His father-in-law explained that they practiced polygamy, and that all the women in the room were his wives. Takashi was then invited to sit down and have a meal with them, where his father-in-law asked him to wash his hands before eating and warned him not to touch anything in the room. To his horror, Takashi found a mountain of cold storage boxes and various knives and saws. A chilling thought crossed his mind. Was his father-in-law preparing a cold storage box for him too? The prank show had finally broken Takashi's mental state. He cried standing, then squatted, and just as he was about to cry his heart out, his father-in-law knocked on the door, urging him to hurry up and eat. After composing himself, Takashi sat back down at the table, where his father-in-law casually mentioned that he had 2 sons who needed to be picked up. He told Takashi to eat first while he went out with his wives. Alone in the house, Takashi was clearly on the verge of breaking. He texted his girlfriend again, But at this point, he wasn't thinking about the proposal anymore. He just wanted to know if his father-in-law had prepared a cold storage box for him as well. While he was typing, he suddenly heard barking. Curious, he followed the sound to the grandmother's room, and when he opened the door, he was hit with yet another shock. After a brief exchange with the dog, Takashi realized communication was impossible and had no choice but to silently close the door. Clearly, his mind had shut down. As he paced around, unsure of what to do next, he heard his father-in-law enter. Panicked, Takashi quickly slid across the floor, grabbed a drink to calm his nerves, and waited for the rest of the family to return. When the whole family gathered together, after all these bizarre events, his father-in-law asked Takashi if he was still willing to marry his daughter.
結婚してもらえますか。
そうですね。
はいでいいですか。
いやいやいや、その。
はい言え。
Reluctantly, Takashi agreed, which his father-in-law took as a sign of true love. How many viewers would be able to accept this kind of family? As Takashi received a message from his girlfriend saying she was about to arrive at the station, his father-in-law suggested they all go to pick her up. When Takashi saw the car covered in symbols, looking more like a hearse than a car, his regret was evident, but it was too late now. He had to follow through. Finally, after passing all the tests, the production team revealed the truth behind the prank.
お茶は本当ですか？
違う。うちも嘘です。
あれ全部嘘？あ、じゃあ僕もう一回挨拶行かなきゃいけないの？
そこ